Hello and welcome to the online English classes for grade 12. Today we are going to do the explanation of the first two stanzas of the poem A Thing of Beauty by John Keats. John Keats, in the very first stanzas, tells us about the permanence and the beauty of the natural things that one sees around him. And these things, they bring us an everlasting joy that can never be forgotten. Their loveliness, it makes us happy, it makes us joyful, it gives us such immense pleasure. So the beautiful, he says that beautiful sight of things is stored in our memory forever, because when we see beautiful things in nature, when we admire nature, we just cannot forget those things that we have seen. So he says that they give us peace just like quite shady place. For example, you are sitting under a tree and you just sit and have comfort. The tree, the shade, the mere shade of the tree provides us such a comfort that when we sit under the tree, we just follow and we just fall to sleep. And then after getting up from that dreams, we have beautiful dreams under those shady trees. And when we get up, we are so fresh, we are so enlightened, we gather so much of refreshment from those sleep that no other thing can provide us. So all these things provide us all such natural things. It is the breathing, that the fresh air that we breathe in, that is full of health and full of refreshment. Not only it refreshes our mind, but it also provides us great knowledge and great dreams, and when we follow our dreams, we are tend to become successful. Then in the second stanza, the poet says that the next morning when we get up from that sleep, after sleeping under a shady tree, we get such beautiful dreams. We revive all the beautiful memories we have. They all revived, and those dreams we had, they become our sweet memories and sweet dreams. So all these things revive, and all these things, they strengthen our bond with the Mother Earth. And that is why the poet, he feels that every morning one needs to prepare the wreath of flowers that bind us to the earth more strongly. So these things, that we admire nature, we sleep under those shady trees, and the sleep that we get from those shady trees, the dreams we have while lying under the shady trees, they all give us such refreshment, and they help in strengthening our not only our health, because we are breathing good air. We are breathing the air that we are having at that time, breathing that time is quite fresh. So we are given good health, we are provided good health through that. If we are breathing good air, then obviously the whole system and the whole health system would be good. Then he says that hopelessness, sadness, and lack of noble ways are a part of human life. Life is full of trials and tribulation, loss, faith, and disappointment, which results from our own actions. So we face so many things in our life, but yet the thing is that it is the result, but it is all result of our own actions. What we are suffering is our own deeds that we have done. So nobody can help us. So what we do is, we harm ourselves, we follow wrong paths, we get to wrong things. But in spite all of this, some wonderful sights of nature help us to shed sad and grim thoughts. Now, on the other way around, when we are sad, when we are in gloomy situations, what can we do is, one can just move out of the house, or move out of one's own packed houses. We can move out, and when we see the nature, and when we go to a beautiful place full of nature, we feel so relaxed, we feel so good, because it tends to break the monotony of life, it tends to break the sadness that we are suffering from. And the nature, it helps us remove the veil of gloom, bringing it all brings us hope, it all brings up optimism in our life. And we are supported, we are taught to live well, we are taught to learn from nature, and we are taught to get inspired from the nature, the beautiful things that the nature provides, and it provides us with such positivity and optimism, and that following that we can lead a successful and a healthy life, which is the most important thing according to the poet John Keats. Thank you. It's this much for today.